Hey guys, how's it going? Want to do a quick review on my DEWALT. This is the DWS779. So, I've had this for a while. I'll do a quick overview. You've got the double bevel on each side. As far as all of your adjustments go, there are tons of them, so I'm not going to include all of them, but there are a lot of them, and make sure that you have them the way they're supposed to be due to safety issues with any time you're using a saw. But guys, I love this. It's aluminum housing for what it is. It's decently lightweight. I'm not going to say I'm carrying this around all the time, but I do move it frequently. It's got a nice cord here, very robust. It's not some cheap cord. Of course, your dust bag on the back, and here is your information for the machine itself up here on the top. And guys, I really love this thing. Overall, the construction. I love DEWALT tools. I have tons of them. And this has just got some of the coolest little bells and whistles on it that make cutting in your shop extremely convenient and very easy. Some of these little speed things that it's got that just make it really convenient to use. Of course, you've got your safety switch here. Flip that over, and then you'll pull it in, kind of like they all kind of have their different little ways of doing them, but that's how this one works. And guys, just really love this saw. So this is generally how I keep it when I'm not using it. You can see I've got it set to 0, and then of course I have the little push pin in, and I have the slide locked. So basically what you'll do is there's your locking pin. You'll just put a little downward pressure on the saw itself, release that tension, pull that out, and then you'll be able to release the saw upwards. And then of course on the back with the slide, there's a tiny little knob right here. You can access it on the other side. Just undo it a little bit, and you'll be able to slide it back and forth. And this thing is like butter. I love this thing. I've had some other ones that are very stiff. If you don't loosen it up, you can just use it kind of like a standard chop saw, and that way you get the same cut every time. And you don't have to worry about that slide coming in and out on you. So yeah, you can see there how it slides. I mean, it slides very, very easily. And I just got a standard 12-inch DEWALT saw on here, blade on the saw itself. Here are your moving increments. So you can see it's got these quick adjustments. Moment just locked in. You hit that top button again, it's going to hit right there on the 22.5, and then it's going to go down to the 31.6. You kind of have the same adjustment on the back. I'll have to show you that here in a second, but these just kind of pop in when you get to those. If you want to manually move it, you'll push the button in, find what you want to. For instance here, I'm going to put it on 10 degrees, and then you will snap that bottom down for sure, and it's not going anywhere. So there's your 10 degrees. So I'll put it back to 0, and then I'll show you this little convenience blocks back here, as I'll call them. So these little blocks in the back, well, those are these right here are not what I'm talking about. These are your adjustments to let it bevel either left, or you can bevel it left and right. So there you can see it goes left and right. If you move that little mechanism back there, it'll only let you move it to the left. And then, of course, you can see these little blocks. This is what I'm talking about. So if you move this in, and you have the little screw back here, you're going to need to adjust as well. But that is for a 22.5. And then the bottom one is for the 33.36, or let me go and look. But anyway, this thing is very convenient. Basically, you'll move that little nut right there, little bolt, and you'll fine-tune that in to your particular setup. You'll make sure it's there, and then when you put these little blocks out, that bolt will hit, and it won't let you go any farther. So it's just a quick over boom. That gets you those same cuts every single time. Now you can adjust this out a little bit. If you use that bolt and use it out a little bit more, and you're not going quite 22.5 or whatever the case might be, you can adjust it so that you'll get that same cut every time with every board. Very, very convenient, and that's available on both sides of the saw itself. So here's kind of your standard, your cutting speed. So I like how it's got this little rubber boot around the outside, just kind of helps direct those back here into your standard bag. I do have a vacuum hose that I will, for a shop vac, that I'll hook up to this, but it's not like a a major shop setup or anything, a woodworking shop. So it's pretty easy. But so here is your clamp that you're going to clamp stuff down with, especially smaller pieces of wood, things like that. You got your fence guard, adjustment there, and then you've got these handles on the side. They do help to support boards on the side, but they don't pull out. Those are just there. I don't know if you can buy the extensions that go on there or not. You got your tool holder there, and then of course with your clamp down here, you'll spin it, get it in place. And if you wanted to move this to the other side, you'll have to make sure it's up high enough, and you spin it all the way around, and it will slide straight up and out. And the needle go back in straight up and down. See here, there it goes. That's how it comes out. And you'll see it's kind of notched, so it goes in one way, and then when you turn it, it kind of locks it in, and same way on the other side. Guys, I really love this tool. This is probably my favorite saw that I've ever had. I'm not a super big, huge woodworker, but I do a lot around the shop, just for standard, run-and-mill stuff. But guys, I really think you'd enjoy it. Thanks a lot.